coming up.
Wait, what has a guy done on a first date that is giving you the ick right away? Has there been something?
Oh my God, where should I start? So many things, so many people. Just all of them, really. That's why I'm single.
No!
You don't know that song?
Sing it? Sing it.
What I gotta do to make you love me? What I gotta do to be heard?
Is there any shows over here you'd want to do? Like
I really want to do Dancing with the Stars and following your big footsteps.
my footsteps?
Yeah.
They were clumsy footsteps.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't be much better. I can't dance.
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
You did. What are you talking about?
Did I?
You lived there and I lived there, and then you moved out and left me.
Oh, I did too.
Because you was like, don't worry, if you ever have anxiety or you think you're having a heart attack, just let me know. And then you moved to Hollywood. I was like, oh, cheers, Harry. Who's going to save me now? Brilliant. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm a shitfed. No, wait, what's going on now?
When we went to Runyon,
Yeah.
you still lived in 10,000. You was
I did
just
too.
moving out. And then we had one day together at the jacuzzi with Vass.
Yeah.
And then you went to Hollywood.
That's
Yeah, you
just
went
been
and
a
done
horny
that
boy.
show.
Which one? Oh, Perfect
You had to
Match.
go away for like a month, I think.
Was it
And you-
Perfect Match? Or Amazing Race?
Oh, I feel like it might have been the race one. No, weren't you doing Dancing with the Stars?
No,
I can't
but-
remember
Yeah,
now,
I was
but-
living in Hollywood when I did that.
Right, so whatever you did before that, you went away for like a whole month.
Yeah, it was Perfect
And
Match.
then you moved out. Is
So
that the one you
stupid.
was naughty on?
Yeah.
Oh, Harry.
No, I was really sad
Have you
about
cleaned
that
up your act?
I've been so good now.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm the best.
Okay. I don't know if to believe you.
No,
or not.
I've been so good. Wait till you see me on Let's Marry Harry.
I'm really looking forward to Let's Marry Harry.
And I'll invite you, we can watch it together.
Yeah, I actually genuinely, I'll be brutally honest with you. Whether
No,
I
you
think
don't
you've
have to
been
do
good
that.
or not.
You don't have to be honest.
Okay.
Or you can be a little bit honest, not brutally honest. Just say, Harry, this is great.
I just want to know because I haven't seen you for a minute. Last time I see you is, I don't know, you give me the impression that you're really a big softie.
I am.
But I think you pretend to be a player. What is it, Harry? Because I haven't watched any of the shows, so I don't know.
No, I think I'm a softie.
I've never seen your first show. I've not seen it.
Don't watch it.
Um,
Wait, actually, yeah, how did we know about each other?
so you dated my sister's ex.
Yeah.
No, sorry, my sister dated your ex.
Yes.
And then it got messy, didn't it? Got a bit
Well,
messy.
I didn't know. And then your sister blocked me. And I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what was going on either, but I just knew
Yeah.
that you was the definite, like, we hate Harry.
We hate him so
We
much.
hate him. And I remember on a few occasions avoiding all eye contact with you. But then one day our mutual friend said, let's go out for July 4th. It is 4th, isn't it? 4th
Yeah,
of July.
yeah.
And it was my first ever one. And I was all excited.
Yes, yes.
And then I got into a blacked out car and surprise, surprise, who was there? You. And I was like, for fuck's sake, this is
No.
really awkward all the way to Malibu.
I remember, and I was going through a breakup.
Yeah, you were sad.
Yeah, and then we saw her,
Oh, wait,
and
and
I
then
started
we-
having a panic attack.
Yeah, and then we went to that party and then you was like, she's there. And then I was like, your sidekick to kind of jealous
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm probably old enough to be her mum. I was like, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's jealous her.
Yeah, and I was fully having a panic attack. I went home and cried about that.
Yeah,
was
you went home early.
Yeah, it was really
It's been
sad.
really boring that day. But then you did put your whole t-shirt over my head at one point. It was a bit weird.
Did I?
Yeah, and then you give me a lift home and then we jealous my ex. So you put your hand on my leg and we took a
We
picture. We was
did.
being really messy that
We
day.
were being terrible.
Yeah, we trauma bonded.
We did, and then yeah, your sister got angry.
Yeah, and then I got told off, but it is what it is.
Is what
What
it is.
can you
Okay,
do?
I need to give you an introduction.
Go on then.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I love you. Okay, this week I'm joined by a reality star you know from nearly 12 years on The Only Way Is Essex and House of Sims, which is on Netflix. She's a mum, creator, entrepreneur, former Playboy Bunny, I don't know that, and spends her time between Essex and LA. It's Chloe Sims. Wow.
Yay.
Wait, you're
I love
so
that
busy.
for me. Wow, I've done a lot.
You've done a lot. You've been so busy.
Yeah.
And so you live full time over here now?
Yeah, but I've only been back a few days.
Yeah, you jet lagged?
Do you know what? No, I'm not, because I went to New York. I figured out that if you fly to New York first, and then spend a bit of time there, then come to LA, you basically avoid jet lag.
What?
Yeah.
How does that math work?
Well, because
I feel like I
New
get jet
York
lag
is
when I go to
only.
New York.
Well, you do, but it's minor. Like, you just fall asleep a bit earlier, and then you get up a bit earlier, which I don't mind. And then when you get here, same thing. You're like 9 p.m. in bed, and then you're up at like,
Yeah.
I know, like 6 or 7, catch the sunset.
Would you live over there or no?
What, in New York?
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna
Okay.
have a Carrie Bradshaw moment. I
Yeah.
was convinced, actually. Started looking for an apartment because I'm really impulsive, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And then I just went back, and I hated it.
Really?
I'm really glad that I didn't move there. The cold is just, it's not like British cold, it's a different cold.
Wasn't Vaz living there too? You guys were living
He
together?
went.
He lives there now?
I got him, yeah, because we were both going.
That's what it was.
But he's actually here, but he has got a place there.
Yeah, he just lives with...
Well, he's been staying with Driss,
Yeah.
but yeah, so basically he took, but I think he's more suited to New York than me.
He's way more suited to New York.
I was like just living out my best Sex and the City life. I was going to date everyone and find Mr. Big.
Yeah.
I was actually going to join a matchmaking agency. I might still, you never know.
Wait, why? You're not having any luck?
I just haven't got time for looking for him.
Yeah, but I feel you just post a story saying I'm in LA, where's Mr. Big? Oh, actually,
I don't think my followers are going to have a Mr. Big, honestly.
You know?
I just don't think so. My followers are all women, Harry.
But they might know someone.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Matchmaking, you spend like 10K, right, to sign up, and then they find you some sausage?
Well, Paul said he's going to hook me up.
Oh, so yeah, Paul does?
Paul C. Brunson used to have a matchmaking agency, a real one, in New York City. He's from New York. And he actually voice noted me about it today. He was like, let me know if you want me to hook you up with a matchmaker. I was thinking, do you know what? I think I will when I've got time. I'm a bit busy at the minute.
Yeah, but you're always going to be busy.
Yeah, but I need to have like the mental headspace. Right now, I wouldn't even text you back. I have been getting stalked in our old building. I went to stay with a friend there. And then the whole year that I lived in that building, no one chatted me up. And then I've gone back there for a few days, and this man come and sat right by me at the pool, and he was actually quite handsome. I couldn't work out how old he was, but he was giving like 50, maybe 60, I wasn't sure, but looked well.
Yeah.
Not an old looking one. And anyway, he had absolutely no chat whatsoever, no game, which I found with Californian men, no disrespect.
Really?
But anyway, I was thinking, do you know what? He's quite handsome. Anyway, then it got all weird. I had to block him. This is what I mean. It's why I don't date men. They're just...
Wait, why? What was he being...
Right, so for the people that don't know, the building that we used to live in, how many apartments would you say in there? There's like hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Every time I went somewhere,
expensive.
he was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to the point where I was like, this is weird. Like every time I left, every time I got out the valet, every time I went to get a coffee, he's like, bing.
Maybe he didn't live there. He's just around.
We can't get in and out if you don't live
yeah,
there.
true. Yeah, because it's very high security.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's weird.
And I started getting freaked out. So,
Did you hang out with him any other time apart from...
well, I didn't have no choice. He kept popping up on me everywhere I went. I couldn't have a minute. And he did tell me, I said, what do you do for a living? And he said he was a wealth management person. So I thought, does he think I've got more money than I've got? And he's going to try and do like the,
Oh, is he
you
trying?
know, the Tinder swindler shit. He was giving me them vibes. I hope he doesn't listen to your podcast. That would be really
No, he
awkward. I
doesn't.
better never go back there again.
No, there was one guy that used to live there who would sell fake watches. And that's how he got his start. But I know a
Does
few
he
like
still live
funny people
there?
there. I don't know. But Drake spoke about that building in a song. And that's why I was happy to be there.
Really?
Yeah, he rapped about it one time.
What's he say?
Oh, I was just... Whatever. It's just about putting girls up in that building. And I was like, oh, this is sick. Drake knows where we live.
Oh, I wish someone would have put me up in there. I don't have to pay for it myself. That
You
would be
have so much
better.
money.
I don't.
Yeah, you got
It's
this...
running low, Harry. I need some more.
No,
I'm
would
not
you...
being funny. I should have been married and divorced a few times by now. It gets on my nerves. I watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm like, where did I go wrong?
Well, you're just not crazy.
I should have been married and divorced a couple times by now. Just be living and not
Is that what
working
you
like
want?
this.
You want
I
to...
kind of, when I look around, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I do. I'm tired.
If you... No, you're not.
I am. I'm
Well,
tired.
If you had your perfect guy in front of you right now, what would he look like? Let's say that he's watching this.
Okay, so it'd be your height,
Okay.
it's really hard to find
Me.
this height. Like, you are lucky.
Yeah, well.
You must absolutely clean up with the women,
No,
Harry.
I'm a lover boy. You know that.
No, I know, but I feel like they probably all, like, the height alone. I would love to go with someone 6'3" plus. Are you 6'3" or 4?
6'5".
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that. Right. And then he would have, like, he'd have a bit about him, like a bit of game, bit of chat, which is what I'm struggling to find here. I'm not being mean to Californian people.
I think they take things too literal.
But so serious.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about your wealth management skills. It's boring. I don't care. I don't understand it. I'm just not interested.
Thank
Do you know
you.
what I
Got
mean?
money.
I just like red flags. I can't help it. That's all I'm attracted to. I like guys who are funny, got banter, successful. Otherwise, I get the ick.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not really a look thing. It's more of like a vibe.
Yeah, I get that.
Because all my exes look completely different from each other. And do you know what? I have like gone against some of my rules in the past. I've dated really short guys, and that hasn't worked out either. So
Wait, what are you? So your rules are just tall, successful.
no, you said
Ben.
what do I want?
Yeah, okay, but have you got specific rules? Or
No, I haven't got specific. No, I haven't got rules. I get the ick really quickly.
Do you?
Yeah, I think that at my golden age, I think
You're
your
23.
list gets bigger. Like,
Yeah.
you start adding more things on there of what people can't do.
Really? I feel like I'm going the other way.
What, you're getting less?
Yeah, I'm just
More
like, fuck
open.
it. I'll just get what I can.
I'd take anything.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, they got a job. Perfect. That's what I
Got
want.
teeth?
Yeah.
Tick.
Yeah. Because I feel like I just like, yeah. I'm
Oh,
like,
one of my things is they can't be bald.
okay, now you're pushing it.
No, I can't. My age group, if we sat here now and went through a dating app, you would die at the options.
They're all bald?
They're terrible.
Turkey's good.
People ain't aging well these days, and like, they're bald. Most of them are short. What is it with me and short guys? It's always short,
You
bald
gotta
guys.
have some specific filters on when you on these dating. What dating apps you on?
Should I really tell you?
Raya?
I haven't got right. They won't let me on. How rude's that?
Why not?
I'm the most single. I'm famously single, and
Yeah.
they won't let me won't put me on Raya. I feel like someone might have worked there who hates me because I've
Maybe it
tried
was
to get me on
the
it
guy in
years
the
ago.
building.
No, but years ago I applied to get on Raya. They hate me. I'm on Hinge.
Yeah.
I mean, I say I'm on it. I don't really look at it.
Yeah.
And I'm on another one called Blush, where they buy you roses.
What?
Yeah, I get loads of roses. I just don't accept the people. I just take the roses.
Wait, what is this? How does that work?
Yeah, have you not seen it?
No.
It was born here.
So you'll just be chilling and roses will show up.
I get roses, but not physical roses.
Oh.
Roses are a token. So like and then they add up, and then you can choose them to buy real roses if you want, or you can just exchange it for like a Target voucher. It's great. I've not been on one date, but I've got loads of roses.
What?
One guy sent me 42. I was like, whoa.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
What? And you can get actual roses sent to your house?
If you want, you can like exchange it for real flowers to come.
How? So what does a rose equal? Is it like $1?
I think it's like $1.50. But like, if you're getting
Whoa.
like 42 at a time, it's quite a lot. Yeah, I like it.
Do you-
And they've got a matchmaker on there.
Mm.
The matchmaker rings me a lot.
Why
But
don't you
then they
just-
send the pictures of the man over. Like, for example, obviously I'm not going to like call people out, but
Yeah.
the last ones they sent me two, and they sounded really good because at first they give you the all of the like
characteristics, yeah.
and like what they do for a living and their
Yeah.
likes, and they really sell themselves, you know. And but then they share the photo, and like the other one was like bald. It looks like he loves Tulum.
Tulum? Oh.
Yeah, he had like the hippie shit on.
Oh,
and
not
I was
for
like,
you.
I can tell you right now, this ain't gonna work. And then the other one was all really looking fine. He was a bit of a silver fox.
Yeah.
But then he had massive Crocodile Dundee boots on that come out really far and like a bit of a block heel on the back. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, but you can tell him to take him off.
No, he had them on in two photos, two different types. They're
Oh.
his thing. I'm not walking around New York with someone like that. These two were in New York. No.
That's kind of weird.
I know. Imagine if you had like big crocodile boots on with
Well,
a
I
heel.
could do it.
I would be. That would give me the ick about you then.
No, that would be fun. You would be like, that's my Harry.
No, I wouldn't. I'd
yeah,
be like ick.
you would.
I would.
No. Wait, what has a guy done on a first date that is giving you the ick right away? Has there been something?
Oh my God, where should I start? So many things, so many people. Just all of them, really. That's why I'm single.
No.
Yeah. I went on some dates here. This one in particular had an obsession with the royal family, the British royal family. And I don't know, I think that's the only reason he wanted to go on a date with me. And he did whip out a velvet box with a diamond necklace in it and asked me to try it on mid-date.
What?
But it had like a big hair hanging out of it. So I think that might have been his party trick that he does on every date to like maybe woo the desperate damsel to think that they're going to get diamonds. I don't know. And he was like, go on, try it on. And I was like, I don't want to. It got really awkward.
Why would he do that?
He just said, I want to show you something. And he went searching in his like stuff. And then it was like a velvet, you know, a bit like the Pretty Woman vibes. It weren't red. I feel like it was like this colour or like dark.
Yeah.
And he opens it up and inside was a diamond necklace. But it had like a hair, like a woman's hair hanging out of it. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference. He didn't do anything for me. And then he was like, try it on. And I was like, no, because I had a knitted top on as well. And I thought it's going to get all caught. And then after I didn't try it on, he seemed really offended. But I was jet lagged, so I was like, listen, I've got to go. I've come over really funny. And then,
weird.
Yeah, I got in the car and then I blocked him straight away.
So you'll get at me for blocking girls.
Yeah, but that's different. That's creepy. You know it is. And then he kept telling me about the royal family. He knew more than me about the royal family.
Can you confirm this? When you pass in England, is the royal family get 40% of your earning, like your money?
Like, this took a right fucking turn, didn't it? You know I don't like talking about death.
Oh, sorry.
I hate things. I hate that.
No, because one of my friends...
The royal family, I don't know if it's the royal family. I think that now they tax you 40% of, so like if you own a house and it's over a certain amount of money, which most of them are now, they tax you again 40%, and so you pay tax your whole life in all the ways possible. They tax you for breathing over there, and then they're like, oh, she's dead, we'll take another 40%.
See, that's what I don't understand. I don't know why anyone would live there.
Same, that's why I'm not living there.
Would you move to Dubai? Oh, it's probably not a good time to be there, but...
Dubai?
Yeah, did Joey move there? Oh,
you couldn't pay me to even go to Dubai, let alone live there.
You didn't like it?
You? No way.
Oh, I don't know.
That's not safe for me. No. Absolutely not.
Wait, can you walk me through how you started on reality TV? Because I never asked you this.
How did I start?
Because you started it for the whole family, right?
Yeah, so basically, you was a little bit shocked when you heard this, but I was a Playboy Bunny.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And at the time, that was quite a good job for me because I was a single mum. I was absolutely broke. And every weekend I used to go to France because it was for French Playboy. I was never in the magazine. There was a bit of confusion around this when I come on TV. You know how reality stars like get drummed up? And it sounded like I knew Hugh Hefner. I never met him. It was just a franchise, French Playboy. It was a real one. And basically, it was like being, you know when you do a PA, do you use that word here? Yeah,
public appearance.
Yeah, so it was like that, but for the brand of Playboy. So they'd have 4 models in the official Playboy Bunny.
Atmosphering stuff?
You would go to like casinos, events. Like we spent a lot of time in Saint-Tropez. Have you been there?
So much fun.
Yeah, and you'd go like we'd be a little bit more like a go-go dancer, what you'd call it there. But then if we were in like Cannes, we'd be in a casino, wherever. They'd have like the Playboy backdrop.
Just the branding.
People would have photos. We'd give out merch, whatever.
Wow.
Anyway, so when I went, I was doing that. And then my friend, who's still my really good friend, Ellie, she was working for a pop star at the time called Simon Webb. Do you know who he is? Do you know the group called Blue? You don't know Blue?
Maybe I do.
There was like 4 guys in there. They're a boy band. They're British, but they're pretty. They did a song with Elton John. They're pretty like...
I couldn't name one Elton John song.
Well, they sung
Rocket Man, actually. Okay.
They did a retake of Sorry's the Hardest Word. You don't know that song?
Sing it. Sing it.
They go, how's it go? Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
You just sung the title.
No, he goes, what I gotta do to make you love me? What I gotta do to be heard?
I don't know this song. Do you guys know this song?
Are you
No.
all winding me up? This
No.
is mental.
You have different music in England than we do in Australia.
Yeah, but you Aussies love us.
We do. Wait, okay, so the Blue guys.
Okay, so look, Blue,
Are
they
they-
were a, like, I would say 90-ish, 90s pop. They were massive in England, and I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they did worldwide tour. Yeah, so Simon Webb's the black guy, but I know all of these guys.
I've never seen these people in my life.
Yeah, so Simon.
I know the Blue Man Group in Vegas.
They've done worldwide tours though. They're like pretty known
I was born in 97.
around the world. All right, then fine. You was
Yeah.
like,
I was in diapers.
yeah. All right, I let it go.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've got some classics out there, so you should probably just like listen to them.
I will next time I see you.
You can listen to it on the way home. But anyway, yeah. So he at the time was like really lit, being
Yeah.
a pop star.
Mhm.
My friend was his PA. She overheard a conversation that they were starting a UK version of The Hills. And who was a massive Hills star? Who was a massive Hills fan?
Were you really?
Loved that show. Still love it. I wish they'd just bring it back.
Is that with Kristen Cavallari?
Yeah.
Oh, we love her.
Like, I love that show.
I love her so much.
Best show. I don't know her,
Have you
but I
met
do
her?
like her.
Oh,
I like all of them.
we should
though.
all do dinner.
I would
when
love
she's in
that,
town.
yeah. So anyway, that was what she come home and told me. She got the number, and I was like, not sure about this. I'm going to be honest with you. I do really like the show, but me and like reality, I was thinking this is going to go one way or the other. They're either going to really like me or they're going to really hate me, like you know. And I had a Maddie. She was only 5, so I had to consider the fact that I was a mum, or mum to a young child, if you like. So anyway, she just tapped in the number and give me the phone. I went just like, you know, and I remembered going. And I was like, hi. And then anyway, I ended up meeting up with the producers. They didn't have a channel. Like, it was so early at that point. And they was like, just keep us up to date each week, a bit like a blog, like a diary. Tell us what you're doing. So I was like, all right then. And I was wild back then, like absolutely nuts. So you can imagine what I was sending them each week of my life, like what I'd got up to in Essex. And then, yeah, and then eventually they was like, we've got a channel. We can't tell you which one it is, but it's a really good one. But you're going to have to leave your job. And I was thinking,
You get nervous.
I'm not leaving my job. Like, I need that job. That is such an easy job. I just go and party at the weekend and get paid as a bunny. Why would I leave that? And they weren't offering me any money. They couldn't pay you in the early days. You just got expenses. So I turned it down. I didn't do it. Anyway, fast forward, they've done the first season. I watched it. I knew a couple of people on it, and I really got the ick. It was really, really cringy.
Oh, wow.
Everyone was like slagging it off. And I thought, I'm so glad I didn't do that show. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm wheeling through the airport, going to be a Playboy Bunny, and all of the newsstand was TOWIE. And I thought, I've made a mistake. I do remember the actual moment. Like, they're all on red carpets, absolutely living. And I was going to flip in France, don't even speak French, as a bunny. Like, it wasn't great, you know, for about €300.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I've really messed up. I've really messed up. And then, as luck would have it, they contacted Simon's team and said, and asked for my number for series 2. And they were also speaking to Joey, my cousin, but I didn't know. We didn't know each other. We're speaking to them, and then that was it.
Is Joey's real last name Essex?
Yeah.
I was just having an argument with someone about this.
Why? What was you saying? It
It was
weren't.
Sims.
No, so his mum was Sims, and his dad obviously is Essex, so his real name is
Oh,
Essex.
I thought it was like a stage name. I'm like, yeah,
I
he's
know,
really
it's
leaning
weird.
into this.
It is weird, ain't it?
Yeah, it's kind of
it-
crazy.
It's like you doing a show and then it being called The Only Way Is Jowsey, and then you know it's Harry Jowsey.
Yeah.
It's weird. But
kinda-
that is his name, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so then you started it and went on it with him? He was
Yeah, so I was in a meeting a bit further down the line now, coming up for series 2, and there was like, so I don't even know how his name come up. There was like, who else you know in Essex, your family, blah blah blah. And I said Joey Essex, which is quite an unusual name, right? And I remember the producer was like, Joey Essex is your cousin, and I was like, yeah, because Joey was a kid back then. He was like 21, I think, when we joined. So I was like, how do you know him? I was confused. And then it turned out they were having discussions with him, so then they just put us on together.
When did the whole family come on?
That was gradual.
Okay.
So after that, we brought on his sister, Frankie Essex. And then after that, I brought on my brother, Charlie.
Yeah. He doesn't like this stuff, does he? He's on the other side.
He
now.
likes being behind the cameras, but he did do House of Sims and TOWIE for a little while.
Yeah.
And then eventually I brought on Demi. And then
My
I
best
brought on
friend.
Frankie. Yeah, your bestie. And then my nan. And just everyone.
Everyone. Wait, when was Vaz on it? Was he on the first season?
Vas come on it through a mutual friend of ours. No, when did he come on? I want to say around season 6, but I could have got that wrong.
Crazy. Did you know him before the show?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I wasn't like best friends before the show, but I did know him and really like him. And then obviously when he come on, that was it. The rest was history.
So crazy. How did House of Sims come about?
So I kind of wanted to leave TOWIE for quite some time, and I really wanted to move to LA. I just really had it in my head.
Yeah.
And I come here on holiday just before the pandemic. It was like the November, and then we went into the pandemic in the February, March, whatever year that was, I can't remember. And anyway, so I come here on holiday, fell in love with it. Vas was already living here, and I was like, I'm going to come back after Christmas. And then obviously we went into like the pandemic, and then I was like, shit. So I just got trapped in England, and I was lucky to have a job. So I very much went back and carried on filming. But I always said that once Madison left school, I was going to leave the show and I was going to move to America, regardless of in what capacity. I just really wanted to leave. And then that show come about. Charlie pitched it. I always wanted my own show, honestly. I was a little bit over having to work with all them other people on TOWIE. There's so many of them.
Yeah, but is it harder working with family?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I already worked with them.
The fan with
I already worked with them on TOWIE, so I just didn't see that coming, obviously. We was on TOWIE together.
Yeah.
You know, but I think having your own show, I don't know, it's more intense maybe. I don't know what happened.
A lot more pressure too, and then also
well, I was under pressure because I was cast and I was producing it, and I felt like I had a bit of a point to prove because I've left the show that made me. And now I don't want to be a laughing stock. I don't want to make a show and then everyone's like, that's shit. I needed it to be on par with what I'd left, if not better, you know? So I had a lot of pressure. Plus I moved across the world, brought my daughter.
There's so much going on.
I had a lot going on, yeah.
When you're filming, were you like House of Sims? Were you trying to put on more of a character or be more crazy or no?
No, I think that it's weird now because if I was to look back at that, like when I see clips of it, it's really weird because not only do I look different, but I was just a different person, like completely different. I don't know, like I come from being really a household name in England and landing here, and like at first I was still that person and like everything was exaggerated, and I was like, I don't know, like I was like kind of heartbroken as well because I just like broken up with someone, I guess. I got my heart broken, and and then I come here and I really like got hit with some humble pie because this city's like not a joke. And at first I was like, I had that long blonde hair and I was like marching around, and like it was a little bit like getting in a boxing ring. Yeah. Like just like boom, take that, boom, you know, like I was thinking, whoa. And then after about the first 6 months, I thought, wow, I could get a job in Trader Joe's and no one would give a shit.
Yeah, no one cares.
That's how no one cares about me here. No. Literally. No one gives a fuck.
There's so much celebrity culture here too.
Yeah.
But
it was crazy. And I couldn't work out whether I liked it or hated it. Yeah. Because in one like point of view, I could pretty much be a normal person again. But then it has its downfalls because, you know, like, you won't know this, but, like, you know, when you go to toilet, like, you know, when you're in the men's toilet, do other guys be nice to you?
Well, I'm quite a big human.
No, but do they be like, oh, great shirt, man? Or I love your shoes?
Or nice cock? No?
Yeah, do they say anything?
I hope not.
No, but
I'm not usually looking at anyone when I'm peeing.
Well, whenever I used to go to the toilet in London, you know, like you have girls chat. And like girls would be like, oh my God, I love your hair. And I'd be like, thanks, yours is nice. Well, I didn't realise that was all because of TOWIE. I just thought people were nice. And then I moved to LA and then girls were being really mean to me.
You're in the toilet like waiting for someone.
No, not waiting, but I just noticed that people were actually, I was thinking, are they just mean in California? And then it hit me, like, no one knows me. I'm just a regular person.
No,
this is regular shit. Yeah, regular life. It's little things like that I noticed. Or like walking into a restaurant or like a spot. I was still going out quite a lot when I first come here. And being unknown, you get treated completely different, by the way. I've gone from everyone knowing me to no one and being invisible. So I was a little bit like, okay, this is going to take adjusting.
Why would you leave England then? I would be straight back.
We've just spoke about this. They taxing the life. What, do you want me to be broke in England?
But you can be famous.
Broke and famous. No.
That's perfect.
No. I'd rather
get a free dinner over there.
I'd rather take my chances. Yeah, you can get a free dinner.
Wait,
that's true.
How's Maddie doing?
She's good.
Yeah, is she here?
Yeah, she is. Okay. She's adjusting. It's hard for Maddie because, like, I've just dragged her away from Essex. But I think she'll thank me in time to come.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to settle now. Once my place is done, we're going to move in and then we're going to be settled. We've been a bit, like, back and forth at this point. But, yeah.
Do you think... does she want to be doing any TV stuff? Not really.
She is more like theatrical. She can actually sing. I don't know where she got the voice from because clearly I can't sing. We've already had a teaser. And I can't act very well either. I can be a clown, but I can't actually act.
No, you're perfect.
So Maddie actually likes real acting and singing. She can actually do opera. Like, she actually got a really good voice.
Who gave her that?
I really couldn't tell you because I don't know anyone in the family that can actually sing on both sides.
Wow.
Although her dad actually thinks he can sing sometimes. It's a bit funny. But
maybe it's him. No?
He can't sing.
No.
So yeah, she was doing acting classes here and then we went home for such a long time. I'm going to put her in a new one now. But yeah, she likes that. So she wants to do that kind of thing. This is the ideal place to be for that.
Yeah. Has she always wanted to do that?
I'd say, yeah, pretty much.
She's so sweet.
I know. She's so cute and innocent as well. I'm so scared to let her have to deal with the real world because it can be pretty tough out there, you know. Want that.
Poor little angel.
I know, she's a little angel baby.
Did you put her on the show or no?
I did put her on TOWIE and she obviously couldn't do House of Sims because it was on that other platform first. But the next shows that I do, I would involve her.
Does she want to or she doesn't?
Not really, but you've got to get a visa, so you have to pull your weight, darling, ain't ya? There's only so much I can do.
Yeah, get it. You need to get on camera. We need a visa.
Do you want to know or not?
Yeah.
Get on the show. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I can't carry you on my back any longer. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, she would have to. You better not keep that in. Well, I don't want to get thrown out. But she will have to be present on it.
What's the biggest?
Even if she's in the background.
Yeah, just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good but she can get an O2 visa off yours, no?
She's got an O2, but she was on an O3 before. She was dependent, but once she gets to 21, which she's going to be in a few weeks,
she's 21.
They take it back, so you have to have an O2. But it's fine. She's down as being in the background anyway. It's not like we've put her down as main cast. So
yeah.
As long as she's seen a little bit, that's more than enough.
Is there any shows over here you'd want to do, like Traders or anything, or Dancing with the Stars?
I really want to do Dancing with the Stars and following your big footsteps.
My footsteps?
Yeah.
They were clumsy footsteps.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't be much better. I can't dance.
I would be at every show watching you.
Would you? That's
because I mean, Chloe's so stressed.
No, I would. Right, so it would. Do you know what? It would be really hard for me because I don't like doing live TV and it's live, isn't it? Yeah. And I can't dance. But can you imagine? Like, that would be such a great thing for me to learn to dance.
It's good that you want to go through it.
And also, I'm clearly going to meet my husband soon, so I need to be able to dance on my wedding day.
That's what I was thinking, because I think some of them they teach you how to do your wedding dance.
Before I find the husband, you know what I really want to do? I really want to do Dancing with the Stars, but do you know what my favourite TV show is of all time here? Beverly Hills Housewives. I really want to go on that. The Real Housewives.
You're too sweet for that. Hills. You want to scream at ladies?
I'm good at screaming. Have you not seen any of my work?
No, I don't watch your stuff. You don't watch mine.
No, I'm not going on there to scream. I'm a brand new person in LA.
Yeah, okay.
I'm new. This is a brand new, improved. I'm in my soft girl era.
Wouldn't you be the Bachelorette? Would you want to do that?
Yeah, but I don't think they have people my age there. It'd be like the RAPs.
You're not old. What are you talking about?
I'm 44, Harry.
The Golden Bachelor.
See what I mean? And I forgot all the grandpas.
Are you really 44?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I am. I think you didn't meet me until I was at least 40. I feel like I might have been 41.
Yeah, but you don't have that energy to me.
I know, I'm so immature. It's
No,
a
you're
lot.
just sweet and like
I
innocent.
should grow up. I actually should.
No, you're sweet and innocent. I knew because you were like, I'm gonna have a heart attack on Runyon. I'm like, how old?
No, that Runyon. What is that? What the fuck?
It's the easiest hike
Why
ever.
do people like that? I don't get
I
it.
do it,
Everyone
like,
who
every
comes here,
day.
they're like, Runyon. I'm like, I nearly died on the way down. Do you remember? You caught me. My feet were like, pshoom, and you saved my life. Do you remember? That was a liberty. Not only is it dangerous, I've heard they've got snakes up there.
You should come do the other one at my new place. It's a little bit harder, but it's nicer.
Nah, we stopped at every bench.
Yeah, we did.
No, I had no shame. I was like, excuse me, I just need to sit down. But I was vaping as well whilst we was
Yeah,
doing it.
you were
I've
vaping.
I've given
Oh,
up.
you stopped that?
Yeah, I've given up. It's really hard.
Really?
I can't tell you how much I would love to just spark up a cigarette or have a vape. This is really difficult for me.
Wait, when did you quit?
December.
Why? You just...
Well, Vass sent me a thing on Instagram.
Oh, he got you.
These people just can't let me just be happy, can they? In my own house. Just
Yeah,
leave
wait.
me alone.
Vaz? What did he say?
No.
Oh, he's
Party
a hater.
pooper sent me some really horrible story. I'm not even going to talk about it 'cause it's disrespectful, but
Yeah. Tell him to not yuck your yum.
he sent me that. And you know about my anxiety of dying. Like, I'm really scared. So, like, if you send me stuff like that, and that was my only vice. I barely drink. I'm
No, you're
practically
so good.
teetotal. I'm practically a virgin again.
Yeah.
And I can't even have a vape. Like, what can I have?
You should have a vape.
And I'm dieting all the time. It's just like, it's bullshit.
Yeah, let her have a cig.
It's actually bullshit. I
It's
should
not-
have I should have a Marlboro Light.
You can't
I
say that
dreamt
word.
last night that I bought. Can you not say Marlboro Lights?
In America, that's a mean word.
Okay, well in England,
Yes,
what it is.
Tell you,
And
we
I'm
have to-
English.
Steph, can we blur that just to save her? Because in England, that's a
no, but
cigarette.
in England, cigarettes are really common.
Same
we
in
call it a
Australia.
fag.
Same in Australia. But here, someone will hear you say that, and they'll be like, you'll freak out.
Okay, smoking cigarette. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I had a dream that I bought 20 Marlboro Lights last night.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked a cigarette in about a decade. Isn't that
Wow.
weird?
Yeah.
But it's come back in fashion. Have you seen?
No, I have.
Everyone's smoking again. It's got really,
Really?
like, yeah, it's a thing. They've gone back. They gave up cigarettes, started vaping because everyone was like, vape because it's better for you. Apparently it's not.
It's not.
No one knows what's going to happen now. So
Yeah.
now everyone's gone back to smoking cigarettes.
I think just do what makes you happy,
It's
but
just
like in moderation. You know?
I know, but I don't. I like.
I'm not good at it either. If I drink, I'm getting
No, vapes
fucking
are way
trashed.
worse because you can just. Like, you can have them everywhere, but a cigarette, you have to actually go outside.
Yeah, you have to
probably
think
are
about it.
better.
Yeah.
It's better to not do any of it. I don't know why. I just need to stop.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing nowadays? You got any healthy habits?
I just eat red vines when I want to smoke.
Yeah.
Like that. Like Popeye.
Do you really?
He used to chew on tobacco. Yeah, red vines. They're my only vice.
Wait, is House of Sims still? Are you gonna do it? Is it
No.
all done?
No, House of Sims is...
Well, because there's too much drama with family, right?
Well,
It's just hard.
nobody speaks anymore, so it'd be a little bit difficult to film House of Sims. But me and Charlie are working on some other...
Did he? He never
Things.
text me.
Huh?
He never texted me.
Oh, he's going to. He's been in England. He only got back today.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because you said, "Can I give you a number?" I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Do
leave.
you know what's really cute about you, Harry? You was the first person to reply. You're always very efficient with things like that.
It's
I love you for that.
No, I love when you text
You're
me.
very good.
I get excited. Wait, how was Celebs Go Dating?
Let's Go Dating was a long time ago.
Oh, did you do it again?
I did it twice.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it 3 times, can you? Can you be that single?
Yeah.
I'm not going to meet my husband on there.
Wait, did they do a bachelorette in England? Surely.
No.
They wouldn't?
Mm-mm.
They don't?
But do you know what I would like to do? Just for the lulz, Married at First Sight. It's my favourite show. It's brilliant.
The Australian one?
Yeah.
Isn't it fucking crazy?
It's the best show ever.
Oh, that lady just died.
No, I know. Don't say that. It's really sad. I
sorry.
cried yesterday and I don't even know her. It just really shocked me because she's only like 10 years older than me. And it, like within 3 years, gone. This is what I mean. This is why I've got anxiety all the time. And that's why I need to smoke.
That will speed it up.
But then while smoking, I'm thinking, this is probably going to kill me.
No.
No, that's what my mind's
Wait,
like.
why would you want to do Married at First Sight? That's the scariest one.
No, but don't you think it's funny? Like, I just think it's funny because you don't see who you're marrying until you're already at the altar. So, like, there's no backing out. You have to just do it.
You don't have to.
No, they do. They get married there. Have you watched the show, Harry?
Yeah, I watched it because in New Zealand they actually got married, and then there was a whole bunch of legal shit that went down.
Oh, well, this isn't real, like, legal married, but they have a wedding with both the families there and, like, a priest or a vicar or whatever, and then they get married and then they go on a honeymoon.
It's kind of weird, huh?
And then they have to move into an apartment block together. It's just a funny show,
That's
isn't
what
it?
you do? You'd want to meet a random guy and be like...
Yeah, but he's going to be handpicked. Why are you digging Paul C. Brunson out? He's got skills. He'll help me get the husband.
No. Wait, he picks the people for those shows?
Not the Aussie one, but he does for the British one.
Does he?
He wouldn't do me wrong. He wouldn't do me like that. There's no way.
I was going to say, but at what point is it also like, oh, we should put this person because it's good TV?
Well, I'm hoping they pick me a really good one.
No, you know how like they kind of did Joey bad when he did Love Island? Like,
Yeah, but Love Island's different.
Let's do American Trivia. It's a game.
All right.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not good at this. Is it like Trivial Pursuit, the game? Because I'm really bad at that. I only do the kids one.
I don't... It just says producer will ask questions.
Okay.
So I guess it's...
Oh, are we against each other?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I
alright
guess,
then.
yeah, because neither of us are from the US. So have we
Okay,
got to
but
let...
you've lived here for ages.
Yeah, but I'm a sausage. I don't know.
You are.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, Chloe, thank you for joining us. You're a gem.
Thank you.
I asked Steph if she thought that these questions were hard or easy. I guess we'll see. But you just need to buzz in.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
How do we buzz?
Yeah.
Maybe just make any noise.
Okay.
So what are your noises,
Are you
Chloe?
nervous?
He's on. Don't try and be friends with me now. I'm very competitive. And I'm going to be bad at this, I can tell.
There's only like 10. Okay. Who is the famous American on the $100 bill? Harry.
Mark Washington? No. Who was it?
No.
Bill. I never get cash out.
No, like $100 bill. It's a president. And it's...
He was not a president, actually. It's one of the ones that's not president. But very
Benjamin
influential.
Button. No. Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah, that's him. Benjamin Button.
No, it's Benjamin.
Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. You didn't even try.
I would never have got that. It's the hardest thing. That's so hard.
You just have to throw names out.
This
Who's
one.
on the British pound note?
The Queen.
Not anymore. It's the,
The King. Oh, well, I don't know.
Got that wrong, see?
We have some more pop culture ones. Too.
Okay.
Okay.
You've been the Queen of Essex, but who is the momager of the most famous reality TV family in America?
Kris Jenner.
You didn't even buzz in.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I got so excited because I knew the answer.
Oh, okay. 1-1. All right, you have
I've
that
met her as well.
Is she cool?
Yeah, she's really nice.
Wait, when did you meet her?
I asked her to adopt me.
How did that
It
go?
was a long time ago. Yeah, she laughed.
We should get her to adopt us. That could be fun.
Can you imagine? I want a momager.
Oh my god, it'd be
I
so
ain't
she
even
has
got
a
a
good
mum,
sense
let
of
alone a
humour.
momager. I'll take it.
Yeah, please.
On the American flag, there are 50 stars representing the 50 states.
Yeah.
But how many stripes are there, and what do they represent?
12.
No.
Huh?
Wait, I'm trying
Close.
to picture the flag. I didn't know there were stripes, did I?
Yeah. No, because the...
They're like red and white.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like that?
Mm.
No idea.
No idea.
There's 13, and they represent one of the original 13 colonies. Great.
13
Next
colonies. I
one.
don't know
That's
What is
well
the
past my
name?
vocab.
Remember to buzz in. What is the name of the massive American sporting event where the halftime shows usually?
Beep.
that.
Super
Chloe.
Bowl?
Yeah. Easy.
Am I winning?
No.
Okay, this one's fun. What does the American acronym EGOT stand for in the entertainment industry?
Can you say that in English?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you said.
What does the American acronym EGOT, that's EGOT, stand for in the entertainment industry?
Entertainment Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones? Never seen it.
EGOT. No, I know this.
So if you're like an EGOT winner, that's a
What
clue.
is an
Oh,
EGOT?
EGOT winner.
What's an EGOT? Ewok. Star Wars.
So that's
Is it Star
No,
Wars?
it's not, but
Is
I like
it?
that.
Oh.
So it has to do with award shows. So essentially,
I know this. I should know this.
Oscars.
an EGOT winner. Oh wait, close. So an EGOT winner is someone that's won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Who
That
has
makes
won
them-
that? No one's won all
Me.
those.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Oh.
There's a select few people. A lot of times it's more like producers as opposed to like
Right.
actors. But
Whoa.
Would it be like Bruce Willis?
Elton John won all those?
They've won all of the awards.
Yeah.
That's
at
amazing.
Whoa.
least one of each. Some of them
Wow.
have won multiple in certain.
Wow.
Award
We need
shows,
to
yeah.
get to work.
Next question. Just a few more. Every May, celebrities head to New York for the Met Gala. What is the actual name of the museum it's held in?
Bib,
Yes.
the Metropolitan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Metropolitan
Gala.
Museum.
Yeah.
It's the
Of art.
Metropolitan. Is there any more words you want?
The Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Art.
Yeah.
But you got it. The Met.
Met,
The
yeah.
Met. Chloe got it.
I'm winning, like by TMR. Yeah. And I did terrible in school, by the way.
So
Like,
you're looking at me
really
like I'm
bad.
any better.
I expect more from you. I do. You're a Gen Z, aren't you?
No, I don't know what I am.
I think you are.
I'm
You
hanging
are.
out.
Yeah,
Am
you're
I?
a Gen Z. Come on.
Okay. Okay.
Same age. Tell everyone we are. Okay, so let's say you're at a nice dinner in West Hollywood or somewhere. In America, what is the standard minimum percentage you should tip for good service?
Hey.
20%.
It actually says 18 to 20%.
It starts at 18 and then it goes 20 and then it goes 25.
I just do 50.
I was in the dry bar earlier. You do 15? That ain't an option.
50.
Okay, yeah. Do you?
No, I'm not that rich.
Here, Harry, do you want some water? Here's my tip.
Two more.
Okay.
If an American guy tells you he's down bad, what does that mean?
He's like really like someone.
Yeah. He's obsessed or
Obsessed.
infatuated.
I'm down bad.
Or you could be kind of like
bad.
upset down bad, but because you're so
You didn't even
obsessed.
try.
No one's told me that. Although, when I was walking home the other day, this man did stop me in the pitch black and say, what are you down for tonight? And I thought, do you think I'm a brass or something? Because I just come from that Clarence party with a sparkly dress and I was like, really freaked me out. Is that a saying?
A brass.
What are you down for?
No, what you got time for?
Oh, I think he was trying
He
to get
said that outside my building. He was like, yo, what you got time for? I nearly screamed
Yeah.
because I was thinking, are you going to attack me? And I was like, I got to go. And then he was like, and then he just bowled off.
bowled off.
Isn't that weird? What you got time
Yeah, I
for?
think he was trying to get some
Is that
kitty.
like brass chat?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
would
like that.
would you pick up like a straight prostitute in West Hollywood?
Yeah.
'Cause that's where I live, like right in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I was
I
giving
think you
them
can pick him up
vibes.
anywhere.
Do you?
Yeah, you can. They travel. I wouldn't know.
They're mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, look at Harry knowing all the answers to this. You should put that in the quiz. Where do you pick up a brass?
He's like on the corner of La
Check my
Brea
DMs, yeah.
and Melrose.
Yeah.
The exact location.
Okay, one more question for our American quiz. You both live in LA now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most famous zip code in the world or the United States thanks to a 90s
Bib.
TV show?
90210.
Yes! Good job, Chloe.
Whoa.
I'm the winner.
I didn't even know that.
Give me the cards. Come on.
And that's all. Thank you guys for
Why
playing.
did you want the cards? It's just
I'm
question.
basically the winner. I need a prize.
No. Have your water.
I'm going to keep one of them. I might keep it as like a little...
You want to keep
I'll
one?
put it on like a wall or something cute. Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll give you the introduction one.
Don't give me one where you're slagging me off or something.
No.
Weird. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, I got a few more questions.
This is cute. Thanks, yeah.
If there's one rule or law that you could implement for any reality TV show, what would it be?
Pay us lots of money. Like lots, retain
You have
us.
enough.
No, I would probably say that they should probably be a little bit more on the mental health card. Because I feel like in England, I don't know because I haven't done it here, but they have upped their game with that. But obviously, like, I think going as a normal person on a reality TV show overnight, how it goes, like it's kind of scary, isn't it?
It's
Waking
terrifying.
up the next day and... Like, you obviously did, your first show was a Netflix one, wasn't it? So it's, like, pretty major. Like, I know, like, there's smaller ones where you might not get that reaction, but especially when I did it, it was a really big deal.
Yeah.
And people say some really terrible things.
People aren't nice.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, with social media, I feel like we should all have to use it like you do PayPal, where you put ID and your bank card in. And I think if you troll someone, you should just get automatically fined.
That's a good idea.
I think that should be a law in the world, because I think that people only care about money. And if they lost like $25 or £25 every time they said something mean, they would stop really quickly and it would end trolling.
That's a good idea.
Because like billionaires ain't out there trolling me. I know that the person who texts me on Instagram and says mean stuff, he's not a billionaire. He's definitely not.
No, he's a sausage.
So if you're going to spend your gyro, do you know what I mean, on trolling me, then good luck. Be broke. No, but don't you think?
No, it's true.
Because that's all that anyone cares about is money, really. So let's just take it then.
Take it. Yeah, I like that.
So that would be my law.
Okay.
If I was the queen.
What's one misconception people have about you from TV?
That I'm an ice queen.
An ice queen?
Yeah, in the UK, I'm known, like I've got a reputation for being an ice queen. The show that you brought up, Celebs Go Dating, that's what they called me the whole way through.
Why?
I've got this, like, I don't know, because I guess that I kind of was that way on TOWIE, and then when I did shows off the back of TOWIE, I kind of gave the same part of my personality.
What do you mean you're ice? Like you just don't...
Just like an ice queen, like cold, can be kind of tough.
You cold?
Yeah, do you think I'm cold?
No.
Yeah, like...
you're the warmest person ever.
Kind of like tough and like hard exterior. And also that I am all plastic. I'm not.
No.
This is real. So drop me out about that. Because
Yeah.
people always say, yeah, but you're
The nose is
plastic.
real?
Yeah, my nose is real. You
Really?
can't buy this, Harry. Come on. You know. You can't just get this. These you can, but not that.
No, that's perfect. Well, that was it. If you have... Is there anything you want to plug?
No.
No?
No, I've had a really nice time. It's really good catching up with you.
No, you plug your Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, my Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, it's a simple one, at Chloe Sims.
Yeah.
I have started doing YouTube.
Have you?
Yeah, I haven't got a lot of followers,
Guys, please go watch our YouTube channel.
but I do beauty on there, and I've been doing vlogging all about my move here and my renovations and moaning. I moan
How's that
a lot.
going?
What, the renovations?
No,
Mental,
the
worst thing I've
moaning.
ever done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the moaning, yeah, that's like just the norm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our
Got to
quality.
have a good moan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you for having me.
Guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, please give us 5 stars and we'll see you again next week. Yay.
Well, I won't, but
No, it was so cute.
thank you, guys.